Hi, this is Glenda. I was watching a video by Linda Higgins. It's about a year old now, and she was making a Minion card using a Stampin' Up! Flip die, and I just got this Craft card creation circle die, I think is what it's called, circle card flip, and I thought I'd have a go with that. It's one brand we can get for a reasonable price in Australia because it's Australian. Everything else is so expensive. Before I start, I would just like to say thank you to all the lovely people who have subscribed. I just hit 3,000, which was quite exciting. Sorry, there's no big giveaways or anything. I do this for the love of it with no sponsors and no income, and so it's, yeah. What I give away is what I've learnt. But yes, thank you to all those who've subscribed. It's one way of encouraging me to keep going, because it can be a bit isolating because you don't know if people are really watching or anything, and yeah, so thank you. So anyway, my Minion card, I varied the original one slightly, and these are my prototypes, and I thought as I make number 3, which hopefully I finally got right, I'll just share it because I won't be making number 4 anytime soon, because grandson who loves Minions has had his birthday. So here's the next variation on it. Start with a card base and fold it in half. And I'm just being a bit gentle with this one because it cracked on me before, and I'm not using a scoreboard because when I did that, this next fold ended up in the wrong spot and I wasted a piece of card. So I'm just going to fold it by hand, but it's folding one side of it in half again. Now this die, that's the whole die for the card, so it can be a bit tricky, and the first one I managed to get back to front, so the circle's not quite where it should be. It still works, but it's not quite how it should be. So what I'm going to do is put my card down and make sure I get this the right way round, which hopefully is that. And you just put the long edge on the crease, and I had a bit of tape, and I'll just cut that out. So I'll move the die, and hopefully this now folds the right way. Success. Small things. So I'm going to round the corners with a 1/2 inch rounder. Well, I've got a bit stuck in it. When they say to empty this every time, they actually mean it. I let it build up a bit at one point and it was very hard to get all the bits out. Now, for the piece going across, I've got some black washi tape. If you don't have black washi tape, you can use just some black card. Just, you know, a strip of paper, anything you like. I just thought this is really easy, and I don't have a lot of cause for using black washi tape for other things. Oh, just getting it. Trust me, the washi tape was really easy when I wasn't filming. For some reason it does not want to stick. Come on. And then the last piece, I'm just going to start the edge there. Okay, so I've just got my tape going across the whole circle, and like that. The next part is the eye. Now I've done this differently each time. So I've got a 2-inch white circle that's going to go in here, and I'm copying one of the internet pictures of this Minion. His eyes sort of, I don't know if I'm in camera, was cut off there a bit, and I'm going to leave the yellow showing this time, which is more like the picture I saw. So I'm just going to cut a bit off the bottom to give it a different shape, and stick this on. Now the outer piece is a 2 1/4 inch circle with another one taken out of the middle, which is smaller, and I just cut it out of foil card. So that one's about 1 3/4, and then the outer one is 2 1/4. And just cut it out of foil card, and you end up with a lens bit. And my glue. Being a bit generous with the glue there. This matte medium dries completely clear, but I'm not sure what it will do if it gets on the foil. It will probably show. Most things it's absolutely perfect. So I'm just going to wipe off some of the excess. And I still managed to get it on it. So that bit just goes out there. I'll just put a block on that for a second to set it. Oh look, I've got fingerprints all over it. I hope Minions aren't particularly clean. I wouldn't have a clue. So then the rest of the eye, I can find my bits. I've got a little light brown, or medium brown piece, and it is 3/4 of an inch, and then I've got a dot for the middle, which I guarantee I'm about to lose, that I took from the Owl Builder punch. So it's just a small dot, whatever you can get a black dot out of. Actually I might stick those together while I'm waiting for the other. Just put that in the middle. I'm just going to use a baby wipe to try and clean up that silver bit. Like that. Now, where's my pin? I don't normally work on the black side of the mat. This is for your benefit because the pink side is so revolting. So then the blue, I have got a 1 and, oh, I can't read that, lights on it. I think also because it's only written on in texture it's coming off. It is, according to this, just over 1 1/4. I would have sworn it was an even amount. No, it's about 1 3/8, which actually sounds familiar. But just a square. You don't have to use a punch, you can just cut a square. I just happen to have a punch. And just like in the original, I'm going to use the word window punch for the straps, but if you don't have a word window punch, you can equally just cut a strip. It's about 1/4 inch. And I'm going to punch a hole in the corner. You can equally just use a pokey tool. I just happened to have this on my desk and thought I'm going to use my punch. punched holes in those, and I have, if I can pick them up, 2 black brads. I'm going to put it through the square. If you don't have brads, you could use enamel dots or a little button or whatever comes to mind. I got this huge thing of brads at a craft show not long ago because brads are pretty much out of favour, so I got this huge bag that had been $10 for, I don't know, 50 cents or something. So there's my straps. Just going to put some glue on the square. And put the square on one side. And the other one lining up, but on the back flap there. And I'm going to adjust my little straps and put a bit of glue. Put my block on the strap. Just grab another block. So I've got some Wink of Stella for the eye. And the mouth is, what did I use? This one. This is 2.5, but any big circle. And we want to come in and punch an edge. Then come back and just do a very thin mouth, because they either had just a little line for a mouth or the mouth was open, and I figured this was easier. This was like the original. With this one I just drew the mouth on, but I'm not overly happy with that. Okay. We can trim off the edges of the overalls. And then his mouth just gets glued to half, so it will open still. Maybe a bit round. There we go. There's my block. Now, the hair, with both of these, I basically just nipped out a pattern. So I thought I'll try something a bit different. If I can find my bit of black card that I had just a minute ago. Sure I had a piece. Apparently not. Oh, there it is. So this is a corner punch with grass on it, which I never use for anything. I seem to have vague ideas that I'd be able to punch out a row of grass. I don't know what I was thinking. I've had it for a very long time. And then take a circle, which is 1 inch. his hair up. The other thing would be to get some black fleecy wool or something, because the pictures on internet sort of had little whiffs of hair. I don't know what you would call it. So anyway, that's my third and final Minion card. I'm just trying to see if I have missed anything. I don't think so. So that's my 3 attempts. I'm not sure if he's improved a bit each time, but once again these are for 1, 2 and 3-year-olds, so honestly I don't think they're going to care. My grandson, who's now 4, walked in when it was only half done and said, "Oh, Minion!" So he quite liked it and gave a smile. So that's what I have on offer today. I'll link to the original video as well, and thanks for watching.